tech skills to help Botswana realize it and maximize potential in development.
It has been the capacity of advanced economies, if it has been the capacity of unicorn corporations, multinationals, to outwit us systematically over time when it comes to the negotiation of contracts, how best to get those skills then through you, our representatives, in those places where there is such talent. So you need to really focus your lenses. What is it in where you operate that when procured, purchased for a price, or lured to work for the interests of this economy, can we get that which when we get, it will move the dial.
President Dr. Mokgweetsi Masisi commended the envoys for the progress made in maintaining relations, forming partnerships, and making Botswana visible in their different duty stations. Geletleletswe Somolikai, BTV News, Gaborone.
Still at the ongoing Heads of Mission Conference, President Dr. Mokgweetsi Masisi says although the government promotes trophy hunting, it however condemns the publication of images that represent trophy hunting. He continued to say that the government of Botswana recognizes the significance of animal species. Therefore, it is imperative to ensure the protection of these animals by giving them enough habitat. He therefore urged heads of mission to protect the interests of Botswana when engaging with the outside world.
We have given 40% of our land mass to the protection of species, natural species. No country has done that. Yet, we are still condemned for controlling these with no assistance in their management from those who condemn us. Bone, the trophies get hunted and they fetch more money than our trophies. They stack. You get some hillbillies who pose with brute injuries showing of the animals they shot. And it's only a small percentage of people who behave like that. We certainly don't promote it in Botswana. But you know, we're not everywhere where they hunt, and with digital technology, pictures are taken anyway. We do not promote it. We condemn publicization of such images. But we promote trophy hunting. We promote it because the revenues are good. It's good environmental management. It's good for conservation too.
The Vice President, Mr. Slamba Tsohwane, says the government's decision to upgrade Ramatlabama Artificial Insemination Laboratory and Training Center at a cost of over 93 million pula is a sign of commitment from the government of the day to improve and uplift the livelihoods of Botswana, as agriculture is a core for many households. The Vice President said this during the Botswana Democratic Party Central Committee tour of the facility in Ramatlabama. Gilbert Mogorosi reports.
Ramatlabama Artificial Insemination AI Laboratory and Training Center maintenance and refurbishment project includes upgrading infrastructure and introducing AI in small stock, as well as multiple ovulation embryo transfer in both small stock and cattle, which is expected to be completed next year in March.
ba itemogele ba rokotsege ko ba leng teng ba te ba bone khumo ya lehatshe la bone tlhabololo ya leruo ka ha itsweletseng ka teng leruo le leng teng le le bona le le tlile go nna khumo ya Motswana mongwe le mongwe mohumanegi mongwe le mongwe wa go nna le seabe ka gore ye khumo e ya Motswana tota.
The Ramatlabama upgrading project is amongst the key initiatives that government is currently investing in to develop the livestock sector. In implementing the reset agenda, The artificial insemination program was identified as one of the inflection points to drive the ministry goals of increasing the national herd and improving its genetic merit or genetic merit.
It is anticipated that Ramatlabama Artificial Insemination Center upgrading will help unlock business opportunities in the livestock sector and promote private sector participation in the areas of stud and commercial breeding.
Ra kgola tautona ka puso e beileng batho ko pele ya go tlhabolola batho ke itumelela gore batho ba itse gore batswana ba ntseng ba sa kgone go bona di meroto e tlhabolotsweng ya dikgomo jaanong ba kgona go e bona ka madi a botlase
ko nte ko ditharing kwa dilo ga di nne ya ka ga re utlwa ngwana rona a di bolela gone gore go dirwa se go dirwa se go dirwa se go dirwa se ko nte go bua di selegela jaanong ga go ne go letela gore mapolotiki ano a ta gonega re kgone gona re ganetsana na bosento go botoka e seng re utlwa hela ko nte re setse re go tota ga to go tse jang kwana.
The Vice President further acknowledged the importance of educating farmers and individuals across the country about the services at Ramatlabama EI Center, hence encouraging the general public, political parties, societies and associations to feel free to visit the facility and acquire more information and understanding on the importance of improving quality and increasing the local herd. Gilbert Morrison, BTV News, Ramatlabama.
The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Lemogang Kwape, last night hosted a reception in honor of Botswana's Heads of Mission. The reception marked the commencement of the 2024 Heads of Mission Conference here in Gaborone, which is the second to be held post-COVID-19. Dr. Kwape appreciated the envoys for their hard work and dedication and encouraged them to continue to strive to enhance Botswana's standing on the global stage. When updating them on local issues, he said that Botswana has successfully scaled up a number of joint permanent commissions for cooperation into bi-national commissions, the recent one being between Botswana and Zambia, which was signed last week. Dr. Kwape further informed envoys that there is need for closer collaboration in the Southern African region due to various political and security issues currently facing the region. In other news, autistic people face a number of challenges, one of them being finding gainful employment. The Orange Digital Center has therefore partnered with Autism Botswana to offer specialized skills such as robotics and coding to autistic people to give them a competitive edge in the digital space. Speaking at the World Autism Day commemoration in Gaborone, the Orange Digital Center Acting Manager Ms. Anne Mwatsi reiterated the importance of inclusion and taking deliberate steps in ensuring that they are given equal opportunities with the rest of the society. Horata Moranyane with the details.
Autism Botswana is a non-profit organization aimed at raising awareness and improving the quality of life for people living with autism. At this year's commemoration for the World Autism Day, the acting manager at Orange Digital Center, Ms. Anne Mwatsi, said that digital inclusion is important as it contributes to the current Sustainable Development Goals.
Orange Digital Center is based in Gaborone, and what we do there is we provide free training on digital embroidery, on coding, and different programs in coding from beginner to expert, as well as on additive and subtractive manufacturing. So we work at 3D printing, we work at laser cutting, and all this is provided for free. So we can't say we want to be inclusive and provide free education for everybody without being intentional about it. And by being intentional about it, we have this program that we offer students for free. Do they have students that they've identified that they could come and be trained with us? So they did identify some students in autism Botswana, and those that are, I think, between the ages of 16 and 20. They were older students, and what they had mentioned was that usually from 5 there isn't anything for them to do. So then we recognize this can't be right. So we wanted to give them an advantage because they're differently abled, and as such they will learn different skills differently, and they'll be able to do more with their hands or with their minds.
World Autism Commemoration Day is to honor and cherish the diverse spectrum of abilities and experiences in the autism community.
This event ke gore gakolla ke go tla go celebrate ke go tla go ikgakolla le gone go lebella gore re kgonneng ga ra kgonang as an organization. Beno ne re bile theme e neng e bua ka empowerment and challenges and victories achieved. We align them with sustainable development goals. Ya no tota ne re tle go lebella gone gore ha re lebile tsone di goals tse re hitlheletseng as an organization le di challenges tsa rona keng maiphitlhalo a rona keng re kgonneng ga ra kgona eng.
They said that governments should now move closer to invest in stronger community support systems, inclusive education, training programs, and accessible technology-based solutions to enable persons with autism to enjoy the same equal rights. Khorata Moranyane, BTV News, Gaborone.
The Botswana Unified Revenue Service, BURS, has exceeded its target revenue for the year 2023-2024, a welcome development that is said to illustrate the effectiveness of the institution in tax collection. BURS has surpassed the set target of 59,199 million pula by 0.62%, achieving a target of 59,566 million pula. A development that marks the highest figure that BURS has ever attained since its establishment. Terry Makweng.
A number of issues like the non-compliance of taxpayers and lack of payment to the revenue service and the pay-as-you-earn are some of the issues that would usually downtrend the set target for the BURS revenue services. Although they announced last month that they were lagging behind in terms of revenue collection against the set target, they remained resolute to do all they can to achieve the target.
We'll recall that we shared that we were lagging behind in terms of collection against the set target, but we remained resolute that we will do all in our power to achieve the target by the end of the financial year. Today, I firmly stand here to inform you that as at 31st March 2024, our accounts indicate that the tax revenue collected stands at 59.566 billion pula. And that is surpassing the target of 59.199 billion, 59.199 billion target by 367 million pula.
BURS continues to shine beyond borders as it was honored with a certificate of commendation by the African Leadership magazine at the annual awards ceremony held in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.
On the 15th of March 2024, the Commissioner General, who is me here, was honored with a certificate of commendation by the African Leadership magazine and the African Persons of the Year Awards. This was in recognition of driving BURS in its commitment to promoting administrative excellence, fostering trade facilitation, integrity, innovation, and economic growth across Africa.
The media also had an opportunity to be answered accordingly regarding the BURS operations.
What campaigns are you likely to run in the coming financial year, for example, targeting primarily SMEs and the informal sector? I don't think I've seen much publicity.
We have proactively been going out around the country. We've reached, I think, 31 villages, just so that we teach Botswana on our BURS mandate.
We also have been doing outreaches. Either we get invited to various institutions or offices for them to know more about tax.
BURS intend to implement several initiatives like the track and trace technology amongst others to improve compliance. Terry Makoing, BTV News, Gaborone.
It is now time for sports with Khosogong Khosogong.
Good evening, Nkomoto. How are you, my lady?
I'm well, ma'am.
Oh, yes, I'm all good. The weather is fine outside. Oh, yes, let me thank you, Nkomoto, and greetings to you all. As she has already mentioned, I'm Khosogong, bringing to you BOTSWANA Tonight Sports News. And with that, let's get straight into it. Chairman of Lifuka Athletics Club, Thari Moeketsi, says that they have included other unfamiliar races such as steeplechase and hurdles in their related event this year to help take such events to greater heights as well as to local athletes to compete in those races. The annual relays team event will be held on the 6th of April at the National Stadium. Victoria Dakin has more.
Moeketsi revealed that they have added new races to promote them locally. The relays will be used as major championship qualifiers.
19 ebelwana no re simolla kwa go akanya gore mabelwana re ka imbeta mahatse gore a tle go tsenela mme se ne ra sira re re ibeta mahatse a borwa ba Afrika mme go na gatla Namibia, Zambia, Zimbabwe mme masana gatle 4x1 ya borre ya Botswana in a qualifier the world relays. 4x1 ya Boborre ya Zimbabwe ba ne ba qualifier 4x1 relay go the world relays ke sona se ne se iragala Megan ya ka 2020 2021 2022 ya ska ganna le event ena ka gore go le COVID.
Moeketsi has appealed to various stakeholders to lend a helping hand so that they host an attractive and competitive event.
The quality they don't really decline, they don't quite respond. Michael Gore, ready follow up. Mira appeal to cause society a society whenever saying about missing us going gore teamy a relay a kiba tovale bane. Team enter 100 pool. An individual event like the hurdles, 125 pool. The spectators, Baba Yang level, Banta 25 pool.
The track and field events will include, amongst others, 4x1 meters, 4x2 meters, 4x4 meters, and 4x8 meters relays, and mixed relays for both men and women. Other events will include men and women's 100 meters, 110 meters, and 400 meters hurdles, as well as 30,000 meters steeplechase races. The visually impaired athletes will also have an opportunity to showcase their talent in the 4x1 meters relay. Victoria Dakin, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
Botswana's AC Molefe defeated Sapa Maisel of South Africa 6-4-6-4 in the round of 16 of the ongoing ITF Under-18 J30 Gaborone to book a quarter-final berth with Joshua Aston of Germany. Khomoso Safako with the details.
Motivated by the home support, Molefe controlled the match from the onset, taking a 5-2 lead before losing control on the 8th game, losing 2 games in a row. However, the next game was a much contested affair, but Molefe pounced on Maisela's serves, breaking them twice on the 11th game to take it 5-4 before forcing a navy finish of 6-4 in the first set. The second set was a copy of the first, though this time around the duo exchanged the lead before the Letakane-born shifted the gears on the 9th game, taking advantage of his opponent's unforced errors as he won 2 games in a row to clinch the match with a 6-4-6-4. Molefe will now face Joshua Aston of Germany, who edged out Nicholas Rees of South Africa 4-6, 6-3, 7-5.
I was trying something new when I was playing against him, so it was really tough. In the end, it was a tight score, 6-4, 6-4. But next match I'm also going to start trying something new for my opponent, because everyone plays differently here. So now in the end, it was all up to the umpire to decide what she thought happened, because I saw the ball in, but he called it out.
In other games, Magnawa will battle it out with Rees Vowick of South Africa in the quarterfinals after he downed Tlumani Kekana 6-3, 6-3. Morgan Jordan of South Africa defeated Simphiwe Malunguza of Zimbabwe 6-love, 6-love, while Helena Jans van Rensburg eliminated Chanel Zwaikini of Zimbabwe 6-1, 6-4. Khomzo Sefago, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
Now wrapping up the Botswana Tonight sports news, the founder of Bond Boxing Promotions, Bond Gumbula, has confirmed that the Ultimate Battle boxing event that was scheduled for this weekend has been postponed for reasons beyond their control. Gumbula further explained that the main reason they cancelled the event was a lack of support from other local promoters, who he said feel threatened by the growth of their brand. Gumbula said these internal squabbles drove the sponsors away, as they do not want their business brands to be dragged into local professional boxing promoters' internal fights.
We have differences. Remember, this is a business, and I'm not quite sure what, currently Bond Boxing is one club that is staging events, and all eyes are on us, or we are the target. And I don't know whether it's part of our culture as Botswana to not support one another. So sponsors or partners are sensitive when it comes to controversial issues. They want to protect their brands and so on. So when they see some level of risk, or where they think their brand can be compromised, they take a backseat.
And that is all that we had for you from Botswana Tonight Sports News. Until we meet tomorrow, have a blessed night. Now let me bring it back to Khomoso.
So they're boxing on and off the ring.
Oh yeah, that's the reality.
Thank you so much, Khosego. Let's meet again tomorrow.
Oh yes, thank you so much. Have a blessed one.
That was Khosego Nkwe giving us the latest in sports. And let's take a final look at stories leading the way this evening. Botswana to increase its diplomatic missions. Government to refurbish the Ramatabama Artificial Insemination Center. And the BURS surpasses its revenue target in collection of taxes. That's all that we had for you in our news bulletin this evening. BTV News, Iganyarona, hashtag BW Mindset Change, are changing. Up next is the weather update.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's weather focus, brought to you by Lydia Wadikomo. Let's take a look at the rainfall amount recorded this morning. In Alekolo Primary School, 104 millimeters. Kole Primary School, 58 millimeters. Mabua Subia Wildlife Camp, 33 millimeters. Makunda Primary School, 27 millimeters. Sabon Prison Farm, 20 millimeters. Camp Agromet Station, 14 millimeters. Karakobis Primary School, 13 millimeters. Lidibela Primary School and Valhoek Primary School, 12 millimeters each. Makupom Border Post, 10 millimeters. Kim Primary School, 10 millimeters. Mamuno Border Post and Sekoma Primary School, 5 millimeters each. Sabo Michoka Station, 4 millimeters. Maralam Primary School, 3 millimeters. Saua Life Camp and Mahoswane Primary School recorded 1 millimeter each. Looking at the current satellite image, clouds are visible over most parts of the country. Tomorrow, expecting cloudy conditions over the entire country with possibility of scattered thundershowers over Khansi district. Also expecting isolated thundershowers. In the morning, expecting hot temperatures over Ngamila and Chobe and northern central between 20 and 21 degrees Celsius. Also expecting warm temperatures ranging between 16 and 19 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon, we're expecting more temperatures over Chobe and northern central between 33 and 35 degrees Celsius. Also expecting warm temperatures ranging between 27 and 32 degrees Celsius. As for the African region, partly cloudy conditions expected over Cape Town with 23 degrees Celsius. Sales expected over Port Elizabeth and Antananarivo with 24 degrees Celsius over Antananarivo and 37 degrees Celsius over Port Elizabeth. Nairobi and Dar es Salaam expecting thundershowers with 29 degrees Celsius over Dar es Salaam and 27 degrees Celsius over Nairobi. Khartoum and Cairo expecting clear skies with 34 degrees Celsius over Cairo and 41 degrees Celsius over Khartoum. Thundershowers expected over Addis Ababa with 22 degrees Celsius. Tripoli expecting partly cloudy conditions with 21 degrees Celsius. That's the weather forecast. Good night.
Mohau wa morena Jesu o be le rona kaofela mohau wa gago Jehova o be le setšhaba sa go kaofela le lerato la modimo le matshediso a moya.